Hi, my name is Dorian Cunion, and I'm an executive coach with Your Path Coaching and Consulting. This time of year is kind of infamous for everyone really slowing down and taking some time to reflect on the previous year and then to set goals for the new year's. A lot of times, this reflection results in New Year's resolutions. And if you're like me, you probably set some New Year's resolutions in the past that by the time you got to February, you just kind of forgot and moved on from. Now, when I look back and I think about the times in my life where I was able to stick to my commitments and really make significant change versus those times where I was easily distracted and forgot about my New Year's resolutions, one of the things that was really constant was, my motivation. When you are motivated to do something and you really put a stake in the ground and say that you're going to do it no matter what, then it's a lot easier to push through whatever obstacles or adversity comes in your way as you're pursuing your goal. Now, to tap into that motivation, you really need to identify why a specific action is important to you. You can only identify those things if you really know yourself. So, if you're looking to make some significant changes this year, what I'm going to challenge you before you do any kind of goal setting is that you really slow down, pause, reflect, and evaluate what's truly important to you. When you can take the time to identify what's truly valuable to you, what you value more than anything else in the world, then you can find your why for pushing through difficult times to accomplish those resolutions that you're looking to accomplish. For me personally, one thing that's really important to me is my family. I have two children, I have a wife, and part of my decision around going into coaching was really to put myself in a situation where I could both provide for my family and have a better work-life balance where I can be there and spend time for them. Because I'm very clear about my values and what's important to me, as I run into different obstacles that are difficult, that, just I don't know how I'm going to deal with this situation, I'm able to push through and persevere because I know that it's going to bring me a lot of fulfillment if I can stay committed and do what it takes to be successful. As you're going into this new year and you're trying to establish your New Year's resolutions, don't just set goals. Setting goals is not enough. People set goals every day and people fail to accomplish those goals all the time. If you really want to be successful this year, one of the things that you're going to have to do is allocate some time to really get to know yourself, to do that heavy lifting, to do that self reflection, so that you can really identify who you are as an individual, who you want to be, and then to develop action plans to help you close the gap. When you do that, when you have that clear vision in your head of who you want to be, and you have that clear why for why it's so important for you to make those changes, you're going to be able to make the transformations that you want. Now, I am not going to sit here and tell you that by just setting a big goal and pursuing it, that you're going to achieve everything that you've ever dreamed of. That would be insincere and it would be inauthentic. What I can tell you is that if you are clear about what you want to accomplish and you commit to it and you take action every day to get towards that goal, that you're going to be able to make a lot of progress. The second thing that you're going to have to do is really evaluate how you're spending your time, who you're spending your time with, and make decisions to cut those things out of your life that are preventing you from achieving what you're looking to achieve. It's not sufficient enough to say, I'm going to add this new activity or I'm going to add this new person to my life, and all of a sudden I'm going to achieve my goals. Anytime you add something, in order to be successful, you need to subtract something off, whether that is decreasing a negative behavior that you have, reducing the amount of time that you spend with people that are not helping you to move forward. Only you know what changes you need to make in order to get from where you are to where you need to be. The reality is that you are who you are today because of the prior choices that you've made. Inside of your head, there's all types of wiring that causes you to take shortcuts and just make decisions based off of things that you've done in the past. There's so many forces that are trying to keep you where you are today, that in order for you to move forward, you have to be very deliberate. You have to be clear about what you want, and you have to go out there and get it. Because when you can put on a piece of paper and be honest and clear with yourself about who you are today and who you want to be, then you can see that gap. And then you can create a plan to help close that gap. Part of closing that gap requires you to make some commitments to yourself. Those commitments are best done when they're written. So once you've identified what your ideal self looks like, take the time to identify what are those action steps you need to take between now and the end of this month in order to get there. Let's not try to boil the ocean. Let's not try to set a goal for what things are going to look like in December. December's too far off. Set some micro goals for what you're going to accomplish in the next 30 days. And then each week, check in with yourself to see what progress that you're making. If you find yourself off course, then reflect, try to figure out how to recenter yourself. But it's absolutely critical that you establish small goals that you're able to track weekly so that you can know whether or not you're making progress towards your goal. If you are committed each week to monitoring your progress, to evaluating what things went well and what things didn't, and then making small course corrections, that you will make progress over time. And those small incremental steps forward will put you in a better place by the end of the year than where you would be otherwise. If you enjoyed these tips, I publish articles each week on LinkedIn that provide insights around leadership development and career advancement. In addition, I just launched a website that you can use this QR code to check out. We offer coaching and consulting services for individuals that are looking to either grow their business or progress their professional careers. If you're looking for a partner to help you develop strategies for self improvement and to help you hold yourself accountable for growth, please reach out. Let's set up a call. Let's learn a little bit more about each other and see how I can support you accomplishing your goals for 2023.